Please describe your job title and primary duties.
When I applied for Big Lots, my position is stock woman, I guess you want to say. And my duties were to, as loads came in, to actually cut down, break down the boxes, put the stock on the shelf, and check with inventory and make sure everything was all together. Like if it said 80 box, it should be 80 there. We did have to count before we stocked the shelves.
What was the work environment like?
At first, I kind of knew what to expect because I had worked at Mark's, also as stockwoman, so I kind of knew the feel of it. Of course, it's a new environment. You meet new people, surrounded by new people. So at first, I didn't know the feel, but once I got to working with the other employees, I got more comfortable with my job.
Please describe a typical day as an employee.
When you enter in, you do have your little ID card. You swipe. Once you have swiped, there's a station there. Usually, your employee will let you know what they have done and what you need to catch up on for your shift. Maybe they didn't get to finish, all the boxing or breaking all the boxes down, or maybe they broke all the boxes down, but they didn't properly, dispose of them, throw them away. You might have to catch up a little bit on that, and then once like maybe a couple weeks after you get used to the same routine, it's not as bad. Just knowing where to place things might get a little confusing because it's big back there, but not too bad.
How would you describe the application and interview process?
I actually went into the store, and I was shopping, and I seen the sign, and I asked, was the manager on board that day? And at the time he was, Jeff. I spoke with him. He told me I couldn't be interviewed that day, but he did have me come in 2 days later and actually come in, do the interview with him. It was about 15 minutes, and fill out the application right on spot. And then I waited about 4 days later, and he gave me a call, told me about the shift, could I work it, with the hours, be acceptable at the time, and I went from there.
What questions did the interviewer ask during the job interview?
Past experience. Had you ever worked in that environment? What to expect? Did I know what to expect? What was expected of me? Could I lift certain things? Definitely, I think that was the main thing. Could I lift it? Would I be able to lift it? We're talking about couches, mattresses, tables, and things like that. I was kind of on the first day put to the test lifting the couch, but I did lift that couch and I got it out there, so without a scratch. So I was kind of proud of myself. But as far as just basic interview questions, where I had previously worked, the hours, the pay. Of course, they started me off at minimum wage, was like $7.15 an hour, and I worked myself up to $8 before I left. So. Just the standard questions. On the application was the same: name, address, previous employer, could you contact previous employer, how many hours, and pay, and location. Location was a big thing too, because Big Lots is like nationwide. It's a few Big Lots, and would I be okay with the area, which was on Whipple, so it wasn't too bad for me.
What set you apart from other candidates?
Just I think maybe the experience and the way maybe I caught eye contact, and wasn't really like shifty with my words a lot when I was doing the application process. I came clean and on time. I think just the experience helped a lot, and getting the feel for it. You wouldn't have to retrain a person in this area versus there may have been applicants on there never worked stock in their life, so they didn't know what to expect. But I kind of knew what to expect, so I kind of had the feel already. I just had to get the feel with the interviewer, I guess.
What other advice would you give to a job seeker looking to get employment?
You definitely want to know about whether or not you can lift things, because once again, the position is stocking. If you've never worked a position before, maybe you could Google a couple things ask a couple, maybe friends or family, maybe they work in that position. It's kind of like if you were to apply for Rent-A-Center. I mean, going out on the jobs, you would still have to have the capability to lift the furniture. Really, for that position, if you can't physically do anything, I wouldn't advise it. But, if you're willing to lift certain items without a problem, it will work for you.